Yeah, the Kinsey hat. Where is it? I gotta find it. I'll find it by the end of the stream, I swear. How's everybody doing? This needs this lamp. It's not gonna do it, I don't think. See, now it's dark. It's almost like I gotta put it I gotta switch sides. Hold on. Gotta put it over here. 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 And then put it over here. And then put it over here. And then maybe put it over here. Maybe? Does that work? Oh, that's work. That's bad. That's bad. That's not good. That's bad. Well, how do we? I should have gotten out my actual streaming lights for this. Oh! That's terrible. That is garbage. How's everybody doing? Oh, I don't want to play this song. Although I am going to see this band this summer, so that's pretty sweet. This angle looks like OG MRG. Dude, the new OBS, I kind of like it. Yeah, this is old school MRG. You guys can see my MF Doom poster. The best rapper of all time. Underground rap, that's the way to go. No, this, BS mainstream shit. And then my PRS guitar, my Silver Sky PRS. To woo the ladies, you guys know what I mean? And then of course my plants, which I plan to add more. And then I'm gonna grow some corn this year. I'll have to update you guys on that one. Anyways, any hoozles, how's everybody doing? Saucy Rock Pocket, that's not your name. That's a lie. Yeah, so anyways, love the belt feeders. I love belt feeding your mom. Anyways, so I was gonna do a little map tour. How's that sound? It's Santa. Yeah, dude, I got facial hair now. No joke. Goddamn, I'm drinking this soda and it's making me feel sick already. Holy shit. Gotta get back to the water. I'm trying to figure out how to. God, it's so bad. You're so bad. Fuck you. Doing great. Can't wait to get on this map tonight. I'll set the lights up tonight, maybe. I'll do some more face cam streaming. But how's everybody doing? I'm all over the place right now. I always am at the start of streams until I can get focused. Can't wait to get on this map tonight. Heck yeah, dude. It's a little bloated right now. It's gonna be trimmed down in the coming days. I'm watching my dog. What are you chewing on, huh? By the way, this is my dog. Her name is Seabiscuit. Named her Seabiscuit because that's the name of the Airbnb that I got her. I did move. I moved like 4-5 months ago. Has it been 5 months? It was almost 6 months since I moved. Yeah. I need new streaming lights. Any hoozles. Or I don't need new streaming lights. I have streaming lights. I just need to get them out. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere. I think they're underneath my desk actually. I got a new desk, a whole new setup and everything. It feels great. It's a standing desk, so I can stand up in the middle of the stream. Show you guys how tall I am. Can you show the big deer? I'm gonna show everything. Except, me without a shirt, because that'll probably blind some of you. I haven't seen sunlight in days. So the first order of business is what am I gonna cruise around in here? I have no clue. I haven't done a mod inventory in a while. Like, I have no idea what's in my mod folder. That sounds good. Yep, that looks good. Okay, terrific. All right. Well, it's probably been that long since you face cam streamed. I haven't face cam streamed probably a year. Has it been a year since I face cam streamed? I've been doing like off off-cam stuff. Can you show the big dairy? I'll show your mom my big dairy. What's up? Dude, I'm filled with the mom jokes today. That's loud. This is a loud vehicle. Okay. How's the sound for you guys, by the way? So this is probably one of the remaining parts of the map that am I sitting in the right spot, by the way? This is always important when you got a face cam. This is one of the few spots in the map that I need to come back to, is the sell point. I'd like to make it a lot better. I don't know. I talked with No Creek Farms about what it would take a little bit. I think he was dabbling in the idea of, you know, having more static tractors out in front of the dealership and everything. So I'm not sure. I don't like this dealership anymore. I don't know what it is. I just like, I don't know, maybe it feels outdated. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But this is going to be closed off, all of this, and it's probably not going to be nearly this big. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want it a little bit more, you know, tighter together. I'm always in the clutch. What's up? Oh my god, I haven't spoken to Mr. Clutchy Poo. Sorry, I won't. Sorry, not Clutchy Poo. I haven't spoken to Clutch. Mr. Clutch. Sir Clutch. If he is knighted by now in the farming community. You're always sitting in the right spot. I do need to. All right, so we are going to. I think we're going to start at the very first farm I worked on. I think like during this stream, I really want to talk about what went into this map. Okay, I haven't fixed the mailboxes yet. All right, so Lord Clutch, there you go. If you're nasty. I obviously haven't fixed the mailboxes yet. That's what I plan on doing right before uploading. It's gonna be the last thing I do. But yeah, I started this map in January 2022. No, 2023. January 2023. And I put together the DEM, and I was just, at that point, I was like Miss MIA from the community. And I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna make a map and have fun with it. And so I didn't really care about the DEM at the time, and then it kind of evolved into this larger project. And then I was like, oh, I actually like this map, and I wish I would have done a better DEM. But it is what it is. This is an adequate DEM, I feel like. But the DEMs that Rowcrop and I have been making lately are just absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to roll those, move forward on those maps after this project. Like Lebanon, New York is one of the best DEMs I've made. Rowcrop helped me make a bussin' DEM for Klossner. That's another one of my favorites. Like Postville, finally, also the help of Rowcrop ironing that DEM out. So I started this map, back then, and I kind of just gradually worked on it, and then I released Little Mountain, and then I gradually worked on it some more that summer. Then I was like, oh, well, I actually kind of want to finish this map now, and then whole bunch of other stuff. I released a bunch of other maps during that time as well, updates and conversions, and here we are. So this is the first farm I worked on. After I am finished with like the northwest corner, which is what you'll see later in the stream. Once I'm finished with that, I'm gonna come back to this farm actually, and then go through each and every farm, decorate the insides of all the buildings, outsides of the farm. Like, it is a little decorated right now, but I don't know, I want like forage boxes sitting around, and like unused broken forage boxes and plows and stuff like that, if it doesn't affect performance, obviously. So just like stuff like that, just sitting around randomly, bags of stuff, trash, you know, here and there. Not too trashy though. We got clean farms. So like this barn, for instance, I'd like to do the inside of a little bit more. I'd like to work on certainly the milking system over here, which is just a jumbled mass right now. It looks like nothing. I suppose if you pass by it, you'd be like, oh, yep, looks about right, but nothing's connected. Are any of the sheds and garages going to have interior lighting? Yes, that is part of the interior design part of this. Many of them do, but not. Certainly, there's so many that I can add interiors to. So Yeah, I really want each. There's 17 dairy farms in the map, and each one is different, completely different. And so you can have to choose which one you want, obviously. But that's going to mean that they're each kind of designed differently. They're each, the insides and whatever their operations are different every time. So this is one of them. This one's got a little harvestor, little bulk bin, and this molasses tank, which I'd really like to redo the legs on this thing, or just the whole base of it. It just doesn't look. It looks a little wobbly, like you could like you could cow tip it over, you know. The plan for this shed was really to put, you know, either like yearlings, calves, you know, or heifers in here, and then there was a bin right here that I had, and then you'd fill the bin up, and then it would tip to the ground over here, and you just take a bucket and scoop it out and feed it along here. That was my idea, and I thought that I still like that idea. I might come back to it. All these buildings on this farm are supposed to be gray, by the way. This is going to be a gray farm. What's up, Billy? Would this be on crossplay? Unfortunately, not. But I do have an announcement at this end of the stream. At the end of this stream, in terms of you console players. You know, it's not going to be for a while, but I got a little thing that I'm going to do just for you guys, I promise. Is the barn cleaner functional in the small area? If you see a barn cleaner on one of these farms, it's functional. So that's the other thing. You will drive underneath of this. See, there's not even a hole in the wall. There needs to be a hole in that wall right there. Probably shouldn't even be a barn cleaner on this barn personally, but there is in real life. Yeah, if you see a barn cleaner, it's functional. All the barn cleaners work. Yeah, heifers, yeah, something like that. Heifers could go up here as well. Anyways, that's this farm. You got the machine shed, a shop. There is across the road a little abandoned area, sort of like an abandoned pasture back here. I remember doing this for the first time. Jeez, all these dead trees that I need to kind of fix the textures on a little bit. Yeah, and there's I don't know if I want to. I think I'll save the exploration for you guys in terms of like going back to the backfields and everything. And I still have to. Those areas are like some of them are a little bit of a mess, especially in the newer parts of the map. But there's a road back here, as you can see on the map, that goes down to these fields back here. This whole area, this hidden area of the map, I guess there's a lot of that in the map. Yeah. So we'll move on to the next farm. We'll actually go to the next. This next farm is a lot of people's favorites. It's not a favorite of mine. The newest farm is my favorite. But yeah, that road goes through the pasture, that gate, and you go all the way to the backfields. Kind of difficult to get back there with a combine. You got to have a wagon pull the header. Are there any plans on creating separate row crop version? Perhaps. It's just I've had people row crop this map and tell me that it's just like not, the performance isn't there. The performance is there right now. It performs really well. I've had a few people have issues, but I don't know if it's them or me at this moment in time. But row crop is just going to destroy it, I think. I really do believe that. Anyways, any hoozles? Is there going to be an auto load of small square storage? Yes, there's a lot of auto loading bale places that I need to set up for sure. I was even going to do something along the fields where like there'll be bales along the fields and you'll be able to use it as storage, but it will not, for those, it won't be visible. Or you won't see the actual bale that you put in be put on the ground. I tested it out and they just don't align to the ground. They float in a straight line. You know, they don't follow the curvature of the ground. So I do want bales along the field that you can just have a little storage spot if you want. And they'll pop in there. You don't have to worry about them rolling around. So I thought that'd be cool. That's another area that, let me know if the sound is too loud, by the way. It's another area back there. You can follow that road back to the backfields. Bunch of backfields back there. They're really fun little roads that I probably spent too much time on. Even back there, there's a road that goes back there, and it kind of, yeah. There's lots of little hidden areas. For those who have been playing on the map for a while and just got the update today, you'll notice that there's a lot more foliage. I cut the grass a little bit closer to the road, like little shorter grass. I like that. I kind of got that from No Creek. I really like the look of it on, I think he did it on Loma, and I think others have done it as well. It's not exclusive to any one person, but that's where I got it from. I was like, oh, that looks nice. And so I did that, and yeah, looks a little bit more like it's been driven on, I guess. And then a lot more foliage around the fields like this. It's just, none of this was here. It was all blank grass, and still something I'm working on. I'd like to spend a whole week painting foliage, honestly. Just like decorating certain areas of the map. Be really sweet. Sorry, this tour is just, there's so much to talk about, really, like in terms of functionality and what's going on in this map. I have packed so much into the map, and there's so much more to do, and in terms of like just ironing the whole system out. So this is definitely a favorite, this farm. Again, I think Farmer Brown told me it was really the fields that go around the field, how they contour around the farm, that he liked. I do like this farm. It used to be trash. This farm used to suck, and I finally kind of came up with a formula for it. But yeah, there will be this whole bottom area, which these doors are not supposed to be tin. They're supposed to be wood. It's a texture issue there. This whole bottom area obviously is going to be like a milking parlor. So I actually don't even know. I actually kind of want to close this off a little bit right here. I don't know what I'll do. Put some doors up or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, you look like like my one teacher. How old is your teacher? What map is this? It is beautiful. Thank you. It is Stitzer. It is a map that I've been working on for... Is my camera too big, by the way? Can you guys see everything? It's a map that I've been working on for a year and a half now, which you would think it'd be just like the most perfect map. It isn't yet, though. It's getting there. So instead of going into town, we'll come back to town. We're going to do the loop here. So that's the second farm I worked on, and it was trash to begin with, and then I replaced it with this one. It's an empty space. There's supposed to be a house here. Not important right now. So after I finished that farm, like a month into the project, not even. Have you had any thoughts of releasing a public beta before you do the final? That is the plan, is to do a public beta, kind of like I did with Lincoln Creek and with Medicine Creek. Here is the cemetery, La Cemetery. More fields. I'm gonna drive up this way. I really have not farmed on a lot of the fields, including this one, and I really want to. There's pasture back here. I really need to put pasture cows back here. There's a lot of pastures I still have not done. That's one thing I plan on doing. More pastures with that you can feed with the creep feeder, because I already have one set up like that, or with like a static creep feeder. There's one you can drive, you can pull, and there's some that they're just static, but there's going to be more of those. This is Row Crops doing this little sign, which we need to redo because I don't think it doesn't look quite right. It's the sign itself is great though, like this little CREP, Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program. Now what this is basically is you can't go through here. See, invisible barrier. You can't go in there. You have to. Now I haven't used this in a while, so I need to remember. I think I gotta buy the land first. If you buy the land, it's actually supposed to be a separate land, by the way. And then you go, I think I should be able to go. I haven't done this in a while, to come to think of it. And somebody just asked about this the other day, and they're like, how do you do this? There we go. You just click on it and sell it. Need to have an icon for that. And now I can go in here. And now this is, this will earn you passive income. Someone check the normal on that ding sign. Yeah, bro crop. you can choose to not farm this ground and not sell that sign, and I'll have more signs like that, like just a general one that you can use that'll earn you money if you want to role play on different fields, but that will earn you money every month, every day, if you choose to keep it up. And then once you decide to farm this, convert this into farmland, yeah, you just till it up. And it's got a field dimension underneath of it. I don't know if you can see it. It should. Maybe you can't. Oh yeah, that one has it. Maybe this side doesn't. No, this side has it too. You can barely see the outline of it, but Courseplay will recognize it as a field, so you don't have to plow it up by hand if you don't want to. Pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Trying to get to all the comments here. Does the map have multi-terrain angle? Yeah. Oh yeah. That is a must for a map like this, especially. It actually took me a little bit longer to put multi-terrain angle in than it should have. So this is the edge of the map. The map has a near seamless border. I had to bump the border down a little bit below the horizon, but it's pretty close to seamless. I've never really had a border like this. It's really nice. I can make them better, but yeah, it's really nice having trees out there and everything. Like it continues on the map. It's not perfect. It was my first time doing it. How neat is that? how neat is that? So, actually, I worked on that Art Row Crop Specials, conservation CRP area, like, I don't even remember, like, a couple months ago. So like that wasn't even a part of the plan when I was originally made it to this area of the map and started doing this farm, which, by the way, that heifer barn is the wrong color. Well, isn't that slick? I still remember the days without multi-terrain. Yeah, thank you, Benny. A lot of field entrances need to go in. That's super simple. That'll take me a couple hours to do, maybe not even. Just put field entrances in all the spots. What's up, Polecat? So this is where the second farm that I eventually got to. This is one of my favorite farms on the map, just because of the driveway. Climbs up the road here. Many people have seen this. This is like nothing new to most people. This is a little barn for the pasture cows to come down into. They'll occupy this whole space over here, and then obviously there was just not enough room up here for like emptying and filling the harvest store. So I cut a hole into this barn and put a little place you could back into and fill up your mixer wagon. This needs a gate, but this pasture will go all the way back there. Again, there's roads that go down through the woods over there to the back fields. This is a shed that was on the original, I think, FS17? What map? It's Stitzer, Wisconsin. Which, by the way, this door, the textures don't look right on the shed either. I should probably retexture this. I'll take a couple minutes. The original FS17 Automokes, I think, had this shed on it. I think it was released a long time ago. I looking at this farm on Google Earth, I was like, oh, this shed is perfect for what is up here. So, yeah, this is JMF's dairy barn. I can't remember if I edited this. I think I did edit this somewhat so that I could have the door. It was either on this or on Ashton Corners, honestly. It was probably Ashton Corners, because I needed the door to be on this side, and originally, like, the door is right here in the original. So I needed the upper floor to be different and the bottom floor to remain the same. So yeah, they did a cool job on this. And again, I really, these textures just look stretched, and I need to run that's a part of finishing up the map, is run so many things through. Like, that's the wrong texture. Run so many things through, retexturing and everything. But yeah, it's a little cow lot up here. This heifer barn was on originally from, gosh, what's the map? No, it's something creamery. Oh my god, it was one of my favorite maps, South Mountain Creamery. It's originally the pig barn from that, and I completely tore it apart, made this out of it. Actually, there's supposed to be an extra door here for the other farm that we'll get to, and this is supposed to be white. The other one is this color, so there's two on the map. But yeah, and then still don't have a area for slurry or manure, or how I plan to do that heifer barn. When I get to it, I'll figure it out. So yeah, more roads going back here to the backfields that kind of wrap around the hillside over there. You know what the issue is? We're not at 35. Love the bug noises. Okay, so that's the mod. What's it called? The ambient noises, whatever mod. I have decided that I will integrate that into the map myself. So there's no train. I don't want the train noise. Like, that's annoying, and sometimes the dog barking can be a little bit annoying, but I think it'd be funny to, not funny, but I guess like more realistic to, when you're like passing by a farm like this, to hear that briefly. I don't know. Like the dog runs down the road to bark at you. I might put the ducks from LC back in from the previous iteration of that map. Oh my god, Lanny isn't dead. Is Lanny here? Oh, hi, Lanny. Yeah, the critters. There you go. Yeah, the critters mod. Some of these fences need to be lowered. They're a little high up. I just need to lower them into the ground a little bit. That's all. Get them to the correct height. We got some cows in the pasture over there. This is a whole creek that runs through here. The creek on this side as well. A field that goes up that way. This is some of my favorite parts of the map are back here, honestly. This was the fourth farm that I got to. Fourth farm, and this is going to be a bed pack barn down here. I still need to design the interior for this. This is going to be a bed pack, I've decided. This will be the milking barn up here. I cut this piece off from a CBJ shed, the barn from Ashton Corners. Look at the normals on that are a little screwed up on the trim. And so that I could, put it up right next to. If anyone wants to help me with the interiors of some of these barns, I will give you money, please. This is a lot of work. But yeah, it just needs the interior. That's it. But yeah, there'll be pens here, and this will be somewhere in here you'll milk. Ear corn. I still haven't worked on the effects for this. I'm so sorry, but there is ear corn in the map. I promise. You'll be able to fill these up and fill your grinder mixer up and grind it into feed. And it's all part of the ingredients. I'll show you the ingredients towards the end. How do you want to look? We'll probably draw something together. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't thought about that. How are you? Oh yeah, there's a missing checkbox on the floor to this shed. It's supposed to be checkbox for a tangent. So the floor is technically invisible right now. But yeah. Let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow. The fields go up that way. You can see the town from up top of the hill. There is a road that goes back that way, up there, up that hill. Goes over the hill and down through the pastures. I'll show you when we get to the other side. And there's actually a new farm, like a Mennonite farm, up that way now. Like that, just like within the last year, sprouted up. I was like, great, now I have to put another farm in, but I probably won't. It's just like in the middle of like, it's so weird how it's up there. I don't know, I can't explain it. So that's the 4th farm. Put this mobile grass here. I love this pasture over here. Pasture slash whatever, I don't know, it's a field. It's probably more of a pasture in real life. This is the 5th farm that I worked on. It was way different. This barn was a different barn. Now this is Tired Irons and MB's barn. I still need to talk to them about using this. I know it was a brief discussion about it, but I told them I wouldn't release the map without getting their blessing first. So I'll need to get that. But yeah, it's just a great barn. Honestly, like for a map tour, I need to have the FOV back a little bit. There we go. And yeah, machine shed, bunch of fields across the hillside here. This has kind of evolved a little bit. I have not come back and fixed this pasture in the longest time, even though there are cows here. Like the fence is like this, it's open over here. But I replaced the building with this because it fits a little bit more. I don't even know what's going on there. I think I just need to fix the nav mesh. But yeah, see, like this is the issue that I've been dealing with, and nobody has explained to me how to fix this. Is that these guys just like walk out of the fence randomly, and yeah, no one's explained to me why that happens. I think that in the cattle system, the nav meshes were way easier because I could paint them on the ground, and now this new system, I mean, I could still paint them on the ground, but for some reason they still, even when I paint the nav mesh, they still escape. We'll do a barn man special. Well, Bar, get to work. Triticale going to be the Triticale, or Triticale, is already in the map. You need a particular kind of seed to put it down. All right, moving along. This is gonna be a long tour, folks. I don't know. I don't think we're halfway there. No, we're not even halfway. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I mean, this is just really like, I want you guys to be able to play this map over and over again. There's nothing up that way. It's just fields. It's kind of the only dead spot in the map, I feel like, besides, you know, the various forests where nothing is. This is another favorite of some. See, this lean-to right here, the textures the sides need to be retextured. This is just not I don't know, there must have been like two textures with the same name that just got messed up. But this is I think BC Bueller's shed. With this one, there's a creep feeder that comes with the map. Not comes with the map, the download link to Bronchema's creep feeder. I forgot who originally modeled it. You will pull the creep feeder down through the gate, down to here. You kind of loop around and you'll stop it on this pad, and it will unload very slowly. That's how we replicate like an actual creep feeder. Is it just unloading really slow over time? So that is for this, and I will have more of these. I think I just need to make sure it works perfectly before I can do it on other pastures. But from what I remember, it works pretty well. So barn down here. This is a small farm. This is like probably the smallest on the map besides the newest one that I put in this morning. But at least this one has cattle. The other one's just 2 grain bins. And I did check, you can drive through this door and loop around. It's a little difficult though. All right, start the architectural drawings. Do it. Or get photo examples. Photo samples are always helpful. Like, I could just copy off of real life. Bunch of Mennonites near you? Okay, hold on. I need to check to make sure. Let's see here. I need to pull up the actual YouTube studio and not OBS, because sometimes it's very delayed in terms of the comments here. Although OBS has gotten a lot better. All right. Check on the dog. She's sleeping. Would we possibly be able to windrow chopped bean straw and then bale it? Chopped bean straw? Will the mechanics of the game allow something? Do you mean like just soybean straw, or? Because I have soybean straw in it, if that's what you mean. See, there's a train sound. I complained about that the other day, and somebody did bring to my attention that there used to be a train that ran through Stitzer, I guess, which just blew my mind. I was like, what? But don't you love when drawing nights like the night me and Cheddar did a draw off? That was terrible. Cheddar, I couldn't understand. I think Cheddar was having a stroke while he was trying to draw. Alright, moving on. So that's the edge of the map back there. Again, tried to make it as seamless as possible, but yeah, man, it's such a beautiful area of the map. I absolutely love these fields. I cannot wait to... I have yet to farm on these fields. I just keep working on the map and adding new areas. That's the issue. The fields, not these fields, but the fields further south of these that we're going to, I have farmed on stream, and they're a lot of fun. But these would be a lot more fun, I feel like. Anywho, here's the sheep farm. I have a lot of Amish and Mennonite here, but then again, I live 10 minutes away from the 10th. Yeah, dude, I have a Pennsylvania map that I want to work on still. I mean, there's just so much I can work on, and I think doing dairy maps, like, unfortunately, they take so much time. Grain maps don't take me as much time. Like, how I converted Lincoln Creek in like a week or something like that, or 2 weeks, even though there's a lot more work to do them. But like, you know, that's all grain farms mainly, and it's just not difficult to do. As long as you know, have the farm layouts already down, which I did have. There's no sheep in the pasture right now. I should fix that so that you can see them when you're driving by, because you do in real life. But yeah, there's a bunch of sheep back here, and grain bins. Which honestly, are you gonna be? Yeah, you can pull your auger up there. These fields are rather large back here around this farm, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a big machine shed. A bigger machine shed. The area and his farm done. I want to regen the terrain because it isn't as accurate as I want. Yeah. Well, as long as you have the buildings, and if you've modeled the buildings, you know, that is always helpful. Because then you can just redo everything if you want. You have the buildings. That does look amazing through there. Thank you. I guess any sort of straw that isn't already windrowed from the combine, but after it's been harvested, difficult would it be to make it re-windrow? Yes. That's how I have it set up. I believe we're on the same page. How does one get into map making? I love the realism. I spent hours on construction tab. I have a whole... Is my video capture device picking up my audio, by the way? It looks like it is. I just noticed that. Is it picking up my audio? Better not be. Video capture device. Active. Audio monitoring. Is it? Uh-oh. Has it been doing it this whole time? Does that sound awful? Has it been, like, echoey? Oh, it's at 0. Oh. Wait, no, it's at 0. Huh. You tried telling me 20 times? Oh, uh-oh. I wonder... How do I turn that... turn it off? Oh, audio device, mic in. Oh, here. Use custom audio. Oh, does it? Oh, no, does that fix it? No. Hello? I think that fixed it. Oh, it's just static? Really? That's wild. Let me rewind here. I want to listen to this. Back to the backfields. Bunch of backfields back there. They're really fun little roads that I probably spent too much time on. Oh. Yeah, no, that's bad. Is it better now? Did I fix it? That's terrible. It's good. I'm quiet now? That's not... Oh, wait. Okay, so... How about now? Am I quiet now? How about now? Good. That's better? Okay. Wild. That's wild. I'm busy giving a map tour. What do you expect? All right. Well, let's get back to business here. So we gotta change the daytime. It does not fit my shaders. Oh, still doesn't. A little later. There we go. Still a little bright, that's okay. Now it sounds decent. Okay, my bad. All right, let's go. Let's do this over. So, I did a couple streams on this map. On this farm. I really like this, how the pastures are laid out. This is one of those farms where I had Google Street View to work from, so I kind of knew what it looked like. And yeah, this is the pastures. They go all the way back there, and they're actually sectioned off, just like this. And then across the road, there's another pasture that goes up there, and there's another sectioned off portion. I call this the red farm. It's not the only red farm. Is there alfalfa? If so, does it work like Ashton Corners? Yes. Doesn't know. I mean, you get alfalfa bales, not grass bales, which functionally are the same as grass bales. All right. Glad we got the audio issue. That's hilarious. Got that fixed. I call this the red farm. It is the first farm that I had red buildings on it. It's one of you guys know this dairy barn, obviously. Fantastic dairy barn. I retextured it for Ashton Corners, and it was white, but now it's red. Looks nice and red. Yes. Some heifer pens here, and this Pat's barn cleaner works. I actually tried to get it so that when you turn on the Pat's cleaner, it showed down here, and I can get that to work and everything. It just doesn't look, it's kind of not synced up, if that makes sense. And so it didn't look great, and so I was kind of like, well, if you're in single player, you're not gonna really see it, I guess, if it's filling. I mean, unless you turn it on and then come up here. But I may revisit that idea. I kind of like it. It's a cool idea. I tried it once. I probably can try it again and see if I can get it to sync up properly. It was weird. It was doing a weird effect. But yeah, we'll see. That area looks sick. You're gonna like the rest of the map then. Curious what FS would say since they are flat Earth people. So this farm comes with the H bunk. The H bunk's over here. This is a bunk from, I got it from CWJ 108. It's his bunk. Okay, shut up everybody. I'm trying to talk. It's his bunk from Simon Family Farms, and I retextured it, made it a little longer, added a roof to it. I don't remember if there wasn't a roof on it, and it works. This all works with switches. I'm not going to show you now because I'd have to fill this thing up, and that's a whole process. I'll have a tutorial on everything, but you're basically going to fill this up with silage, and it'll convert to silage, and then you will go over here. Walk in here, you turn the switch on. It's on right now. It shouldn't be on, and I'm floating. Probably because I don't own the land, or does it legit not working? Did I screw this? Did I screw the switch up? I was working the last time I used it. So sometime between last stream and this stream, I did some, maybe not. Nope. Okay. Any hoozle. It might not. It might be that it's just not. The light's just not changing to red. It might be. I'm not sure. If I had HUD, I'd probably be able to see if it's. Whoa! Oops. I jumped inside the vaccine table. Oh, it's just the light's not working. Okay. So you turn that on, and I need sound effects and everything, obviously. You turn that on, and then you come over here, and then, you know, just like as if you're opening up the chute or something like that, you hop in here, and you'll turn on the conveyor, and it'll dump feed. I wonder if actually, I could probably fill it right now with silage, maybe? Total mix, let's try that. Maybe? Maybe not. Nope. Okay. I lied. You have to use it that way. I'll have a whole tutorial on it. It works just fine. I think the only issue I had was you had to turn it off and then turn it back on at the start of every save game to get it to work initially, but then after that it works perfectly. I think that's pretty easy to fix though. The fan on the dairy on the red farm near the feeder is messed up. Oh, it is. How'd that get moved? Good. I don't think I moved that. Did you guys move that? That's interesting. Well, that fan is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be in its spot, so. It's another little thing I need to fix. It's the easy fixes like that that I'm actually happy about. It's the hard fixes that I'm not looking forward to. Any hoozle. Lots of pasture space back there. This goes back to a grass field at the end back there. It's kind of the best parts of the map are the field entrances back to these little fields. Can you mow the grass in the pastures for hay? No. A lot of them. The reason being is I made it so they looked used, a lot of these pastures, so the grass is really stamped down. This was like the first time I started to use this idea, besides on New Glarus, which is actually the first time I came up with this look, I guess, if that makes sense, which is how it's supposed to look in real life. It looks a lot better on pastures that I did after this in Sitzer. You'll see them, but yeah, so no. How many cows can the big dairy support? Good question. I don't think I've come up with exact numbers yet. It's an easy number to fix, but I haven't really calculated like how many cows would be on each farm. I think I just have it set to a default of like 200 or 300 or something like that. Except for the big dairy, which we'll get to, which is a lot more. So yeah, here's a little road that goes up here, and it goes past here, and it joins up with this farm on the other side of the hill. Over there. Well, we've already gone to that, so I'm not gonna go over there. Plus, I already streamed a bunch on this farm, so we'll go to farms I haven't streamed on. Whoa, Jesus! You should just fly around. Nah, Nah, I think you actually like can't experience a map by flying around. I genuinely believe that. That's not like, I'm not capping. I'm not being, dumb, but I literally don't think you can properly experience a map without driving around the map. And honestly, if you get the chance and you have the time, driving around the map in a tractor with a manure spreader on the back. That's an inside joke. It's because I always do that when I'm checking on farms. The look of them. So this little area back here, close to the town, another farm. This is another one of my favorites. When I did this farm, I was like, damn, this is one of the best farms I've ever done. Got this little bridge across the creek, entrance down into the farm, little Quonset shed, little barn there, little barn there, little barn there, big barn there, big barn there. And yeah, cattle yard, barn cleaner. Again, another path to the fields back here, which are, I think I like that one. What's one of my favorites actually, is going down that path. Another thing that I really like, I wasn't doing is, and I don't know why, this isn't like particularly innovative or anything, I guess. Like it's kind of a stupid thing to talk about, I guess, unless you're a map maker, is look at like how angled the terrain is here. And how it's angled in line with the slope. That was something I wasn't doing, and many map makers don't do, is to spline this this slope right here to make it look natural. It usually would meet at two different angles, and you'd kind of just pop up when you'd hit the slope, right, with a skid loader or whatever you're trying to get in there. And this is much smoother. And I know this is a dumb thing to like focus in on, but I geek out on stuff like that. That's a dumb thing that I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Look how smooth it is. Oh, that's just like, I think like when people tour maps, they don't appreciate little stuff like that. I do. It's dumb, but I do. See, do I have a collision on this ground? Okay, thank God. See, look at that. Oh, it's perfect. This would make an excellent co-op server map. That was the goal. I wanted a map where somebody had to be the milk truck driver, and everyone else was everyone else was producing dairy, and then he would go pick up their milk. Which I thought was always a fun idea. I don't know how you would do that functionally, but the milk sell point is going to be a sell point. Whoa, God! I'm sorry. It's this milk sell point is going to be a production point. The little things are what makes it worth playing. Thank you. It's the fire department, water tower, and this is the town that I spent several weeks working on. I really put a lot of effort into the town this time. Those of you who know me know I don't like putting together towns. It is not something I'm good at. Not something I'm comfortable with. I think it's I need to fix the terrain back here. Yeah, it's just not something I'm good at. I've ever been good at. And I really tried to, I don't know, prove it to myself, prove it to people who play my maps that I can make towns. And towns that look realistic. It's pretty important to me that I did that this time. Aside from the mailboxes, we're getting there. Relax. But yeah, I wanted like people who are role playing on the map to be like, oh yeah, I can, like, this is perfect. Love the detail, thank you. Yeah, some of the oh yeah, I forgot about this. In some of the areas that you can the road is not quite flush with the ground. That's just some terrain editing that I need to do. Super easy stuff. These fences are new. Not new. Like I took the old Simon Family Dairy Farm fences that CWJ did. I put them in Blender and I redid them and made the corners rounder and everything. And this whole part right here was redone. I think I actually ended up redoing the whole thing except these support bars here. And then you get the no collision right now. And then I put it in and I was like, uh-oh, too many polys. There's like an insane amount of polys. So I need to put collisions on all these, like invisible collisions. So most of them have it. This is probably the only one that actually doesn't. But it will have it a collision. It's just like the poly count's too high to make the physical object a rigid body. So I put a little square there, invisible square that you can't go through, and that's the barrier to entry, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm really going into detail on some of this stuff so you guys understand why this map took so long. But yeah, another pasture back here. There's gonna be cows back here. I'll probably have a little drivable path where you can drive back and feed them. I don't know. Moving along. All these houses and sheds, like I tried to really follow Google Street View and make it as realistic as possible. You know, go full on nutty mode all in the town. So this, I made this dry fertilizer shed. This is pretty much what it looks like in real life. This is probably the best Blender work I've ever done, surprisingly. I'm not good at Blender, but this is the best I've done. So I'm getting better. I absolutely love this shed. It's so cool. There's gonna be a bunch of bunks in here. Still, again, more interior work. A bunch of bunks in here, and I think I'm gonna have it so you have a skid loader. And you can just, whatever dry fertilizer you got in here, I don't know if most of you know, there's completely new fertilizer types on this map. But you're gonna drive in here and you'll dump over here. There'll be a little trigger back here, and that will, it'll be like almost like a storage point, I guess, if that makes sense, maybe. Or maybe, oh, actually, no. I'll have to design this a little bit differently. I know what I'm gonna do though. But it'll tip into your truck. Someone said it's Stitzer disregard LOL. Hope you're well, MRD. It's been a minute since. Oh, I see someone said it's Stitzer disregard. Oh, your comment. Oh, I was like, somebody being toxic. I was very fortunate to have a couple people like the Tri-State crew model up this way station. Again, more interior work, but it's so, oh man, it's gonna be sick when I actually get to it. But yeah, this is like the way station right here. Gotta put the scale and everything, and yeah, the number reading and whatnot. It's busting, thanks. Maybe since it'll be 99 tomorrow, I'll make a mixer for the fert shed. Fixate on barn design right now. That is what's most important. But yeah, this is the Lone Oak shed, and I took it into Blender and I completely hacked it up. And I gave it some wainscot here on the bottom. Hi, doggo. What's up? Yeah, it looks completely different. I really like how it turned out. It's gonna be a great shed on someone's map if somebody decides to use it. I think there's a little texture issue right here, maybe? Not quite. I mean, you put some trim there actually to block it. But yeah, it turned out really well. I forgot what we decided this one will be. Did we decide this was for liquid fertilizer? Something like that? It took a I hope you guys realize that, and I know I keep saying it, but This stuff right here, and that you keep seeing, that I keep showing off, little stuff like this, is why the map takes so freaking long. So I want it done right. Normally I wouldn't. I mean, on previous maps I would not put this amount of effort in, but I really wanted to on this one. This is actually, I don't think I put a collision on these stairs because I think it's, oh no I did. I lied. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, I edited that, changed the color of it. You can see there's a seam there. I don't like that. For liquid fertilizer. You made that shed look sick. Thank you. I think it looks a lot better now. I think it's updated. Sell point over there. Yeah, geez, this tour is gonna take forever, isn't it? Like, we're just now at the town. There's a whole bunch more farms to go through. Yeah, this is where you buy feed at the moment. Everyone who wants to get all the new feed types that I added to the map, there's a bunch. You buy it here. And then another Tri-State Crew shed over there. Maybe that was the seed shed. Same with this and this. I think you might get some low FPS somewhere. One of these sheds is giving off low FPS vibes. Okay, I haven't seen this game to its full potential until this map. I mean, that's what I said with Wind Chaser when it first came out. So that is definitely a huge compliment. Thank you. Ooh, row crop, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, my dog's whining. I wonder if she wants to go into the other room. Edelweiss Creamery. This is not in Stitzer. I'm treating it as like a satellite location for them. Monticello, Wisconsin. I think actually Tri-State redid this shed as well. So I'm gonna need to steal the updated version from them. But this will essentially be the milk production point. This will have milk production in here. And you need to chill out, okay? You need to chill out. I'm doing a map tour. I don't care if you have to piss. And what I want for this shed is for you to have a forklift in here, and I'm gonna have I already have a box truck picked out. It's gonna be a little box truck back here, and you're gonna take the forklift and take your products that spawn in here, the pallets, and you're gonna unload it into the fork truck for a lot of profit. So somebody can own this at some point, and people sell their milk to them, and that's how they'll make their money. That'll be coming much later, obviously. Right now we're focusing kind of on the basics, which I don't think there's anything really basic about this map at this point. Alcator, I think, what map was it that you made for 19? That was one that you modeled after a farm that was in your family. That is Alcator. Alcator's the first map I made. It was trash. It's absolute garbage, but I made it because I wanted it. It's my family's farm. And I have told many people that will be the last last map I make. That will be the final map. Whenever that is. I will not leave the community until I make Alcator. And by then, hopefully I'm just like an expert at Blender and everything, and I can make everything from scratch. Literally everything. Yep, another farm down here. This pasture actually looks a lot nicer. Still, like, I've changed kind of how I do my pastures now in the latest areas, but this is all, these are not dairy cows. They're supposed, even though there's Holsteins in here, this should be beef back here. Little shed here for storing some small equipment. There's not really any grain bins over here either. It's supposed to be an old dairy, that's why there's silos. Oh my god, Bart. Bar, you're exhausting. Just kidding. Make Alcator great again. It will be a 16x. That will be the only 16x I do. It'll be Alcator. And I thought this map took me forever. That map will take me forever. I mean, I thought Postville took me forever just to do the fields. When I've done the fields for Alcator twice now. I've never finished that map. But I've done the fields twice. And obviously now I'm a lot better with the PDAs and everything and high-res images, so the fields will look a lot better. But both those times it took me like 3 or 4 days. But that's without doing like the contouring and stuff like that, or the terracing. But all right, we'll finish driving around town here. Like I'll leave some of it up to you guys to explore when you get a chance. All right, Stevie, I'm gonna let this dog, unless she goes back in her cage. Hold on. Hey, freak, what do you want? You just want to go into the living room? I'm gonna take her into the living room. 1 second. I had to pee. I didn't wash my hands. Love the detail. Thank you for mapping. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the support on my Patreon, especially like all the Patreon supporters. You guys have kept me in this for so long. There's a couple sheds that go back there. Still part of the town. Again, sell point I want to completely redo. Gas station. Animal sell point, manure buy point. I'll probably make that a sell point as well. Dang it, the concrete is invis again. What do I keep doing to ruin the concrete? Unchecking tangent boxes. Some houses that go down here as well. Hasn't been very important to me. What is MRG into today? Oh, just showing off the map. There's more houses over here too. So there's stuff going on the way down to this farm. Now this farm was, I don't know, what are we on, like 6 or 7, 8th farm I made? I don't know. I don't even remember. But I remember when I made it, I was like, oh, this is the best farm on the map. Every new farm is the best farm on the map. And yeah, this one's not what it looks like in real life. This is completely different. This area is completely different. Do I have an image of it? Probably in the PDA. I think this is one of his maps from 19. This one, no. This is Stitzer. I started this for 22. My beautiful PDA. So this is what it originally was. So the driveway's the same, right? But this area right here is completely different. I decided to model it after. It looks very run down. It looks like there's nothing going on here. Like there's an old dairy barn. But now I kind of revived it, and now it looks like Gearrock Farms on YouTube. And well, I'll show you. I really wish I could model their machine shed. I mean, I can, but it just like take me way too much time. Their shop. Been kind of busy lately. They're gonna announce it on the 25th. I guarantee it. Is Ashen gonna get an update? I might update Ashen. I want to. I've kind of spruced it up a little bit. This barn is okay, these doors are, the trigger's right here for them. Something that people are not going to understand unless I put a notice down. See, these actually have collisions. There we go. So this there'll be cows in here, and this is actually based off of this barn itself is based off of a dairy farm to the south of here that I just saw on Google Street View, and I was like, oh, I love that barn. And so, yeah, this is what it looks like. It's got the vents in the back, and yeah, vents, windows, whatever you want to call it. And then this is what it kind of looks like on the inside. Really liked this, and so I put this shed through Blender and edited it. I seen your Facebook post. Any updates on LC? I held a poll in my Discord about what map my patrons would like me to focus on. It was patron only poll, and they all pretty much said Stitzer. It was pretty high percentage. I don't remember what it was. Everyone said Stitzer. Focus on Stitzer, finish Stitzer. And so I have not worked on LC, but all the work that I've done on Stitzer, that will get brought forward to Lincoln Creek. So Lincoln Creek's gonna have all the same features. It's only like the animals that need to be worked on, really. Uh-oh, hold on. I heard a noise. I heard a noise from the other room, and I was like, what did you guys do? They didn't do anything. Anyways, that's this farm. It's a little road that goes back here. It goes up to that top field. It's really cool looking down. Let's see if we can drive up there quick. We were up there once, and we mowed from up there. Yeah, it's a nice view from up here. All right. Man, are we getting tired of the farms yet? Oh, okay, I'm dead. Yeah, I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. I still gotta put the roads together on Lamont. I've just been focusing on this newest dairy farm for a while on Stitzer. I'm sure once everything's done with Stitzer, I can finally work on some private projects. Ooh, I'm passing! Okay. So, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff back here that needs to go in still, come to think of it. We've seen only 69 420 farms so far. You put a picture on Facebook a while back from that spot, mowing grass up there. Yeah, that's a great spot on the map. There's so many good viewpoints, vantage points on this map. I love it. There's a lot of good spots. Just look across the map. Do you got a list on what you're gonna do once Switzer is done and released? I hope that's a joke. The amount of people that mispronounce this map, the name for it, blows my mind. Do I have a list? I mean, there's a lot of interior detailing, there's a lot of exterior detailing, but the farms are almost all done, which I'll show here in a little bit. Here's inside FS. Buy your chemicals there, anhydrous, solid fert, stuff like that. Here is the custom harvesting location. This is based off of a farm north of Argyle, Wisconsin. So if it's not actually from this area, it's from, you know, an area in Wisconsin. So this is northeast of Argyle. There was somebody, I posted a picture of this, and somebody was like, oh, I know exactly where that is in Wisconsin. Yeah, this actually farm, like, they do custom harvesting on one side of the farm, and the other side is their dairy farm, which is wild. But I just decided to steal that layout, and I put it here. It's similar. It's not exactly the same layout. Also, the trim on this, I do not like the roof or the trim on the roof sides. That has annoyed me the entirety that this shed has been here. So I'm gonna have to fix that, and I will. But yeah, this is all custom harvesting. I hope somebody utilizes this in multiplayer. There's a drying bins over there. It's one of the few drying bins on the map. So you'll get extra money for drying your corn. You can still sell corn, but and here's the hog farm. Everyone loves the hog farm. We still need to, we have, God, I can't, I completely forgot that I don't know why I forgot, because everyone keeps reminding me. There is a farrowing pen that goes in here, and yeah, there's a nursery and a farrowing pen that goes here. And I still haven't done it. Please, somebody help. Please. Where did you want a map in Pennsylvania? Paradise, Pennsylvania was my original thinking. But somebody else wants me to do Lancaster County, just anywhere in Lancaster. I think closer to him, though, and so I might do that. It's the person who actually is modeling the barn for me on the latest dairy farm. These are the hogs. This is another barn that might be familiar to you. It's from Lone Oak, but I spruced it up a little bit, and I added this entire outside area. I don't even know how long this one took me. I think it's because the angle was weird on this backside roof, like this, and for some reason I just like couldn't get it to line up and connect properly. I ended up figuring it out though, just by using snapping tools because I'm an idiot. But yeah, so I had never like made a pipe for feeding either. I'd never made one of these before, and so I made this in Blender. It's a little small. Don't judge. It's not the size. Oh, these are all, the textures are wrong on these feeding things. I haven't noticed that. Yeah, and so I made this whole piping system and everything, and I'd never done that before. I just like learned how to do it, and it's not perfect, but hey, I did it. And then this whole back area, and yeah, the hogs in here. Pretty neat. And there's also hogs back here. Hogs go in here, and then you take your grinder feeder and you dump into this thing, or you could take an auger if you want, I suppose. But yeah, a neat farm, really neat farm. Gonna be even neater with a nursery in it and the farrowing barn. It's average, you're average. I'm at least above average, a little. I love Lancaster, yeah. Most people seem to. Hey, being from Missouri, do you know where about No Creek is actually based out of? If you, what's the grain sites at, is it Chula Grain Co-op, or what are the grain sites in Medicine Creek? If you look at one of the grain sites has the town name. I forgot what it's called. Near it, north of it, that would be the area. Same general area of No Creek. I think Medicine Creek is just in north of No Creek Farms. Little house back there is the hog farm. God, my brain is so scrambled. And this is kind of what has been the crown jewel of the map. I spent so much time on this dairy farm. Holy hell. There's not supposed to be a train going by here either. I spent so much time on this. I spent too much time on this farm. And it's not even like perfect yet. I don't even feel like it's perfect yet. It's getting there. But like, I made this whole parlor. It's not even like, I don't even think it's scaled properly, honestly. It could be bigger. It should be bigger. That's what she said. This is my my beloved bed pack barn. This, seriously, like I spent a lot of time on these buildings. Like, please show me some love. Took me so much time. Yeah, this is the bed pack barn. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever made. And you go back here. Obviously, you can load up manure here if you want. It's a little trigger, but I think I've had a stream. Oh, you got to go inside to get the... I still haven't made a door for this either. To go all the way around. I think many people have seen this already, but why is the light switch so small and up? But yeah, you gotta open up these pens to get to the manure, the solid manure, and scrape it out of here. I made like special. I'd never done something like this. I'd never made straw planes. Like I made straw planes for this. You can't see them right now because they move up and down. But I made straw planes, custom straw planes for this barn, so it looks like a bed pack barn. This is this curtain. This curtain works. Like the curtains on these barns work. This one's this idea is I took this idea from shut up. Took this idea from Western Iowa. I thought it was brilliant. Like it's not like this thing isn't actually moving. It's being scaled. Isn't that crazy? I thought that was brilliant when I found that out. It's like I've always just like tried to move the curtain, right? Like to try to get it to lower properly, and he just like scaled it and had a texture with ripples in it like this. I was like, of course, like that's how you do it. Like that's, I don't know if he learned that from somebody or if he came up with that on his own, but I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Also another one on this side, pretty much for this entire freestyle. This freestyle I did, I did this whole freestyle. Shut up, cows. This freestyle is, it used to be a double. I think what maps have had this? UMRV, Medicine Creek, they've had this large freestyle with the two freestyles up against each other, and I had it on Asher Corners on Mercer County. And the issue with that is that they're just there's two sheds that they're two of the same building, two freestyles that are just wedged up against each other, and you can see the trim poking through and the glitch in the roof. You can see where it's like overlapping and everything, and just looked ugly, and like the passageways between the two sheds, it didn't look right at all. And I wanted that, but I didn't want to, I just redid it. I just redid the whole thing. So this thing took me a while. So this is I still need to add fans in here and lights and whatnot. So, but yeah, this is my freestyle. It's not perfect, but I'm really proud of it. It took me so much. This took me so much time to make back in December. So then there's the calf barn. This did not take me as long as that barn, as the freestyle. Is there an ETA this map? If you ask me what the ETA for this map is, again, I'll delete it. I will delete it. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked that question. These are all individual calf stalls. Now, I might have an easy version of the map where you just there's no calves, or I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it. You know, you need animal extension to run this. So I may make that optional. I don't know. But yeah, these are all individual calf stalls. That's not even the biggest calf barn in this. There's like 20 something stalls in here. Each one of them are usable. Use a little milk trailer that I provide with I've given to testers from the Mod Hub that I was gonna edit one, but I just decided to go with the one from Mod Hub. But gave the link for that so they can use it. This machine shed's gonna be different. I'm gonna retexture that. Can't believe I haven't retextured it yet. Scott, I still haven't worked on this down here. I keep forgetting this one too. This whole area down here has cows. Oh, this barn was not like this. This barn is I forgot where the original version of this barn is, but and it's actually supposed to be wood siding, not tin siding. Again, another texture issue. But I added a bottom to it, and with like the windows and everything, and it's sick. I really like how I really like how it turned out. You can see the trim on the building is poking through. That's why I gotta edit this thing so it doesn't poke through in Blender. But speaking of pastures, this is how I do my pastures now, basically. Like this is kind of what they look like nowadays. This is how I feel like they should look like, honestly. This pasture goes all the way back here, the other side of the hill, and there's another pasture on the other side that I wanted you to be able to move your cattle to. Now I know what to ask. Yeah, you do. Just trying. Is there? This is another calf stall. Or calf stall. God, my brain is so scrambled from all of the stuff that's going on. Sorry. It's another calf barn. These are the calf stalls. I have lost count of how many are in this one. There's 70 some in total. I think on this farm alone. It's a lot. I don't think they actually show up. I would rather they not show up in the animal menu when you don't own the farm, but maybe they do. Oh, they don't. Okay, yeah. So that's why I was like thinking like maybe I want a version without the calf stalls, so they don't flood your menu. But yep, the molasses tank, all that stuff. I tried to make this farm as realistic as I could because I got Google Earth images to reference. This next farm is one that people were waiting for. Actually, I'm gonna go past it quick, then we'll come back to it. But the next farm is one that like is not from this area at all. It's from Pennsylvania, and it's a White Horse Construction barn that I wanted in the map. Barn / freestall, whatever. Is each pen in the big freestall pen its own separate? No, the whole thing is one thing. And I forgot that the shed back here accidentally got deleted. Back here, I feel like is kind of a perfect area for you to do your own custom farm. It's nice and flat. Kind of left this area undisturbed so you can make your own farm back here. And I felt like the lane was pretty cool coming down here to do that. So I left it all relatively intact. All that those calf stalls mean more veal. Bruh. Diabolical. So this is the end of the map back there. There's a little road that goes down over there to access some fields back there. I haven't really farmed on those fields at all. I honestly should come back and check on them. See if they're okay. This is also the first time I did like my new method with road making, and they came out really nice, but there's some things I would definitely change. I definitely would fix. There's a couple ripples in the road that I don't like. I gotta check on my dog real quick. She's so cute. She's just playing in the living room. Okay. All right. Now we're getting close to the end. Close. I still haven't shown off the new stuff yet. So this is a little area that I was really excited to put together. There's pasture back here. You're gonna be able to feed in those bunks down there. It's very, I don't know, sweeping overlook up here. And then the Pennsylvania farm is down here, down this road, this insanely steep road, which needs to be leveled out a little bit more so people can actually get up and down. Yeah, dog emoji. Yeah, there's a portion of this that I really need to level out. It's just way too steep. But this is one of my favorite farms on the map. Rightly so. I've wanted this farm for a long time. I've wanted this farm for a long time. And I finally got it. But this is a White Horse Construction farm. I have pictures of the original on my Facebook. Need to cut some holes into this slurry pit so that you can dump manure into it. And still haven't decided how I want you to be able to get manure out of the tank. I probably have something static, but right now you can get slurry out of the pit, like right next to it up here. This is one heck of a map tour. This farm is thanks. My hype man. Thanks, simulation. Thanks. This is not the right color. This barn, this tan color is supposed to be matching that. I don't know why it looks... Did I do that? Is it just... Huh. Why does it look so much different? I'm gonna go look at that. That's not right. It's supposed to look like that. I wonder if I changed the texture at one point and I did ever change it for that. But yeah, this is a barn that I took the originals from Simon Family Farms, and I completely redid the bottom of it. I did some editing to the top. These windows were not in that barn, if I remember correctly. I added all these windows in. And then, so you can tell, like, this has a whole bottom back here, honestly. This is supposed to be closed off, but I did put in, like, for future maps, if I want to reuse this barn, there's a whole bottom milking parlor. But for this farm, if you look at the pictures, the milking parlor appears to be up here, honestly. All up here, and it's on ground. It's not like it's hovering. It's, like, on solid ground right here. So yeah, that's where the milking parlor is. I have not worked on this in a while. There should be places for bales and stuff in here and whatnot, but again, it's just like if I get stuck on stuff like that, like, I'll never feel like I'm making any progress on the map. Brown is always the right color. Hell yeah, brother. But yeah, and then up past this pasture, I love this farm so much. It's one of my favorites. I just love it. I use these this electric fencing. I was released on the mod hub. It didn't come out perfectly, really, but it's close enough. Yeah, and then this is the edge of the map up here, and this one big field up here at the top of the farm, and yeah. Yeah, really, really, really like this. You drive through here, small tractor, something like that to feed, and then you come back around either through here. I mean, you should go through here, or through here. You can actually fit back here, surprisingly, and go through the gates, but you really should use this. Any hoozle. Oh, also these fences. I always use these wooden fences. I always used them. And then Rowcrop retextured them. Very kindly for me with the treated wood texture, and I couldn't replace the existing wooden fences that I had in the map, and that was just, oh my god, that killed me, because that would have taken days even, like, to redo those old fences with the bad textures, the bad wooden textures. So but what I actually ended up doing was just, like, applying this texture to them, and it worked. For some reason, I was like, wait, what? And I think I edited the texture a little bit to get it to work, but these are obviously the new ones by Rowcrop, but the other ones, they look just like it, surprisingly. I don't know how. It's just like the UVs they somehow matched up. I was like, that's okay. Regardless, Rowcrop did a really nice job on that. I appreciate him. He does these little things. He did the ready ag. I didn't show that off. The ready ag sign too. Well, just nice little things. Just nice little things he adds to the map that are really helpful. Alright, well, I gotta be up at 4, so I'm going to bed, but I'll be on tomorrow to work on barns and whatnot. Hell yeah, brother. Damn, I'm parched. And I can tell that the grass is really stair-steppy on this road. I need to respline the foliage. It's a weird angle, honestly. When you get painting on weird angles in Giants Editor, it's just like you get this weird stair-stepping, like a very, like, not at 90 degrees, which would be straight, and the edges would be nice and straight, but at like 89, 88 degrees off-center, you know, that's when it gets all screwy. So I should have just tried to get it at 90. I don't think I could, but should have forced the issue. Any hoozle. And we're walking on this tour. Oh, there's also like a big slurry pit that I didn't show off, and there's a silage pits, and there's okay, calm down. There's a road that goes, there's a little road that goes down to the bottom fields that I spent too much time on. I don't know why I spent so much time on that, but I did. I think it's just because it wasn't like there originally, and I had to landscape it all. So I did a lot of landscaping on that farm. That farm, I did a lot of landscaping. You know, all those memories are coming back to me, all the pain and suffering. But the newer farms, I haven't had to do as much landscaping on, surprisingly. Here's my shitty intersection. Don't look at it. It's the worst intersection on the map. It's impossible. It's really hard. It's on an angle and on a hill. It's like, the hell? It isn't even like that in real life either. It's flat. I just like, again, shitty DEM. So here's the kind of the newer part of the map. Not many people have seen. This is where the disco silo was before we replaced it. RIP disco silo. Hey, can we get a RIP disco silo in the chat? It's like building in Minecraft for me. It is. I've spent thousands and thousands of hours in Giant Center, and it's great seeing your work come to life, you know, in game, because it looks way better in game. But yeah, there's a little feedlot here, not feedlot, just where the pasture is. And honestly, there should be a fence right here going to this trough. So that when they're in this area, they're fed right here. But I don't know. That's what it looks like in real life. I may just delete this. It doesn't completely make sense, but I don't know why they would gate just this area off. Don't know the purpose of it, but it is. It's a weird like corral or something. I don't know what's going on. It's hard to see. I don't have a RIP disco silo. Thanks, guys. For those of you who didn't witness Disco Silo, it was like on one stream. It was a silo where the shaders were like outdated or something like that, and it was just flickering like rainbow colors. And so we dubbed it the Disco Silo. This is the latest farm on the map with the brand new dairy barn by Brian Greenwald. I need to contact him. I don't think I've shown him the barn. Like his barn on my map. I feel bad. Need to retexture some. Oh yeah, I was putting animals in here. That's why there's a water trough here. I was working on the animals and I stopped for some reason. But yeah, he just did a bang up job on this. Ignore the water trough in the middle of the pen. That's me. But look at all this. Like, look at this. Like, the guy's insane. I want him to decorate the interior of all my stuff. All my barns. I want him to decorate my mom's interior, if you know what I'm saying. Just kidding. But not really. Yeah, this is a beautiful tie stall. I mean, this is one of the best. The concrete just needs to be redone. I'll do that part. He has the Pats cleaner, like, going through here. And out here. I think I need to go grab that and attach it, because I did make space for it back here. So yeah, you'll be able to back up here to the Pat's cleaner, Pat's barn cleaner. Gotta sleep now. All right, gated for mutual pleasure. True. That's probably what it was. What map is that? What map is that? This is Stitzer, Wisconsin. It's a map I've been working on for a while. You can check out my Facebook for more information. Oh, he's got this, this thing. Is this for cooling, I think? I don't remember. I think it's for cooling. But yeah, you'll have a little cart that you'll just bring up, little wheelbarrow. And I'll increase the capacity on the wheelbarrow so you're not making like 50 trips, you know. You're just making like 2 trips maybe. And, empty out of here into here and feed your cattle. It's pretty neat, right? Pretty neat. That's kind of neat. yeah, I love this barn so much. I just, like, he said I could have it, and I was like, where do I put it? Where do I put it? And this felt like a good spot to put it. It was kind of my idea to put it here. His original barn has different silos, and they look great, but that's where we ran into the disco silo problem. So he had originally had silos that fit this barn really well. I just put in these substitutes for now. Playing on that map right now. Sick. Yeah, this barn right here. Yes, I like. A little lean-to. God, we're almost done. I swear. How long has this been? How long have we been streaming for? It's insane. And now almost 2 hours. This is almost 2-hour long map tour. Haven't talked about functionality at all. How are people going to take a tour of this map and talk about functions? It's going to be an hour-long tour for most YouTubers. So yeah, this is just a pretty basic farm, I feel like. Nothing really special. A lot of pastures going back here. This freestall is, from the looks of it, is brand new. They just put this up. So, I mean, I had to put it up. And then this whole area, I have not decided what to do back here. There's stuff going on back here, but I don't know if I don't know what I want to do. I just kind of stuck on that one, kind of stumped. All right, let's move to the final portion of the map. This whole area, this from the highway down is equivalent to a 1x in terms of area. So it's just like, and this is the most unfinished area. This is the area I'm still working on. So that's, takes a lot of time. Love your Medicine Creek and are making a row crop version for Med Creek. Not yet. I might in the future. But Medicine Creek's not my map. I just converted it. It's Snow Creek's map. He's the original map maker. He just did an amazing job, and I felt like it should make an appearance in 22. So this is the latest dairy farm. Not the latest, actually. It's not, I mean, I say that, but now I have another dairy farm in the map. So that's the latest. This is a little dairy farm, little just itty bitty dairy farm over here. I really like how it turned out, because I had no idea what I was gonna do for this farm, but I felt like putting Legacy's dairy barn in here was kind of a little bit of a perfect fit. I mean, not perfect, because it's got this weird area back here. I don't know what, like, it's perfect on this side, but this is kind of like, I would have liked to have had the animal pen kind of end at that front right there, but I had to extend it back here because it's kind of funky. And if I flip it around, then the semi can't really get back. It's kind of difficult to get parked back there and get milk. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could edit it further, I suppose, and really iron it out. Oh, this door is not animated. Oopsies. Any hoozle. It's nothing special. I'm just like, oh, I completely forgot. The H-Bunk. It's a brand new H-Bunk done by the Tri-State Crew. It's by Speed Wraps. I need to retexture it. You can see its textures are a little really weird, really funky, but I really would love to animate it. I think I know how to animate it. It's whether am gonna have a chance to, or whether I'm gonna have the time to animate it, but it'll function at least, just like the other H-Bunks. So there's 2 H-Bunks in the map. This is the second one, and it's fed from these 2 silos. So that'll be pretty cool. Okay, who's made those textures? Who's made what textures? The row crop textures? RCR textures? I am confusion. Yeah, so I just, God, there's so much more work to do. There's always more work. Always more work. Oh, on the corn and the tillage textures. I don't know, it's not really a field. I mean, this is antler 22, and the corn If you're talking about like the silage corn, if there's any silage corn that's planted, I can't see any on this side. The silage corn, I mean, that's who did, somebody help me, who did the silage corn texture? But the ground textures are, that's antler for sure. This is actually a really neat farm. I'm vibing with those. Yeah, I what I love about this farm is the fields that surround it. The fields are perfect. Like this is such a majestic farm in terms of the fields. It's like, it's not a large farm, but there's a lot of fields surrounding it, and you can actually see they have on Google Earth, they have an ag bag like right here in this grass field that they're filling. It's either this field or like one of these two that they're filling, and they're filling the two silos as well. It's a neat farm. It's like a weird shape. Looks like a spaceship, you know? It's got a weird shape to it. I really like how it turned out. That was probably the biggest surprise of the map, because I just did not know what I was going to do with this farm. It's a weird looking farm on Google Earth. Antler works with your dad? That's wild. What a coincidence. You didn't know he made the ground textures? Nope. It's my dog whining. She's getting hungry. I gotta wrap up this tour. She's getting real hungry. That's because it's 9 o'clock. She usually gets fed at 8. Alright, this is the newest portion of the map, so not everything's detailed up. You know, you can obviously tell there's not a lot of foliage in some of these. There is here. Holy Jesus. Foliage script went bonkers in this area. So the trees are supposed to be a little bit tighter to the road here, and well, I'll tighten it up. And you drive down here, and this is the newest area. This is, you know, to start these fields back here that you go through. They are there. This road is actually further to the west. This road, it doesn't cut through like this. It continues to go straight down there. And that farm you see there on like the flat image over there, like on that hill, is over there now. And I moved it because I wanted that farm in the map. That's the farm I want. That's my farm. It's like away from everything else. Like this whole area is completely away from everything else. See another shitty intersection here. So, yep, so that's the edge of the map. Tried to hide it as best I could, but that's how you get to the rest of the map. This is the only way. You have to go through there. I didn't make another way. So the newest part, down here, I worked on this just this morning. I actually am very surprised about this farm too. I did not have high expectations about this farm, and when I hopped in game, I was like, oh, this is nice. With the bridge crossing. 2 little bins. The version that I released to beta testers actually doesn't have this shed, but I added the shed, and I'll probably take out some more of this fence, move the fence back a little bit. Back probably up to this wall or something like that. But yeah, I added this shed in. Shouldn't be as close to the barn. I'll probably move it by the time I release it again. And then I made a little access road back here, which clearly I haven't smoothed out. Where are you from that it's 9? I live in Oregon. Beautiful state of Oregon. I'm an outdoorsy person. I like hiking mountains, and I like fly fishing or fishing in general, and this is the place to do it, unless I move to Alaska. It's an easy flight from Oregon to Alaska too, so you can always go there. And then we'll get to my favorite farm on the map, which is not done. It's not done. Okay? So don't judge. Because the main dairy barn is still being finished up. This is just a preview. Just treat this as a preview. So this is my favorite farm on the map. That is not done again. It's not done. I've wanted this farm for a long time. So I actually have to go to Google Images to show you what this looks like. Not Google Images, Google Maps. We'll pop in here. God, the light is blinding. Wait, no, I want satellite view. Give me satellite view. Oh man, it is lagging. Jesus. So let me switch this over to desktop. Right? So this is the farm. All right. And if I can load Street View, it's going to take a little bit because I'm streaming. This is what the farm looks like. This barn, this is somebody is currently modeling it for me, which is pretty sick. So it has this whole lean-to right here and this whole open area down here and a bunch of junk back here. So that's what is going on. Game capture. That is what's going on right here. So this dairy barn is a stand-in currently. What the Sigma. I'm from Western. Oh, nice. I'm originally from Minnesota, and Northeast Iowa is my history with farming, because that's where my whole family, my dad, everybody is from, and I've visited so many times. And I will be doing the Postville map at some point. This is the calf barn I edited, and this will be closed off, and this will just be a feed alley right here. And then this barn I edited to open up the side here. Didn't turn out too bad. The doors are a little big. Honestly, I could fix the doors so they're not as wide. They don't need to be that wide. But yeah, fix that up. I don't know about these bins because it's really hard to get an auger pointed at them from back here. It's a tight spot. We'll go left first and then go the other side. Oh wait, it didn't show. So this is, oh yeah, there it is. You just can't, oh, it's the normals. Okay, if I just remove the normals, I think it'll work. So this is transparent. In real life, it's transparent. I made it transparent so that you can have natural lighting. That's why you're getting natural lighting in here. You see? Look at that, natural lighting. It's all natural. You can see through up there. And that's sick. I know most people are gonna be like, I don't get it. Why is that cool? This is cool, dude. I mean, come on. That's how it's supposed to look. That's sick. That's awesome. And it doesn't have any collision. Okay. Anywho, so that's just like, man, little stuff like that. I kind of geek out to. Wanted to add that in. Not only is he a fantastic mapper, he's also an outdoorsman. What a dating profile. Hit him up, please. I have a girlfriend. Well, I got plans with. I don't need any more women in my life. I got 2 female dogs. Got enough women in this household. So this pasture goes back there. It's 2 pastures. This is such a cool farm. I don't know why I like it so much. It just turned out. I don't know. Turned out. This freestall is from a Lancey Boy map. But it didn't have... I don't know why it didn't have... Why are these roll doors not working? They should be. Why are you not working, huh? They didn't have a floor, and so I added a floor. Oh my goodness, she's sitting at the gate just yelling at me. She's like, hey, where's my food? It didn't have a floor. It just was a dirt floor, if I remember correctly. And so I added that, and then I need to add fans in here. Again, more interior detailing. And then this section... She's complaining so much. I gotta conclude this stream soon. So this section right here... Oh man, it doesn't line up with the door. Why doesn't it line up with the door, dude? Come on. Alright, well, maybe I'll have to do some more editing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. God, that's annoying. So, I wanted to make this, like a care, like a care facility or care area. Whatever. Does that make any sense? Just like a care barn, but like sectioned off for a special needs area. There we go. That's what what I'm looking for. Yeah, what's one more? When you putting a ring on it? Probably not for a little while. We got plans. This gate's not opening the right direction. It's supposed to open the other direction. Are these opening the correct direction? Oh, I got all of these reversed. Oh no. Oh no. No. You're going the wrong direction. You're supposed to go this way, not that way. Damn it. Are these going the right direction? None of them are going the right direction. That's so sad. Any hoozles. This is a slurry pit I did up. The original, I don't remember where this is actually from, the slurry pit, but it was I redid the textures on it, and then I cut slots into it so you could scrape, and I kind of lined it up as well, so you could theoretically scrape manure from in here into here if you wanted. I was gonna make a scrape valley, but I don't know, it's a weird angle, and you could also scrape from in here into here. And then I probably put like a storage trigger or something like that. Like it'll be a storage for manure. And then you can just, and it'll just pile up at the bottom down here. Instead of so you actually have to scrape out the barns, I haven't really decided which I want to do. If I want it to spawn down there and there'll be slurry filling up inside and you can drive down and pick it up. Or if you want to scrape these slots to scrape into and then pick it up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's this whole back area is we're really waiting for that the dairy barn to get finished up, because that's going to take up this whole area, and then there's going to be a fence, a little fenced off area down here, and yeah, and then yeah, I gotta animate the curtains on that barn and all that good stuff. Any hoozle. Drive down here. Ag bags. I'm gonna make them functional. There's gonna be like a trigger next to it. I'll just drive through here if there's nothing going on. And this farm has a bunch of bales. You can see them from the road, sitting up on this hill. So I kind of wanted them to sit up here. I thought that'd be a neat little decoration. And take this road back here, go to the backfields down here, which I haven't really messed with much, but so there's supposed to be a dealership in this area, like a little dealer back here, but I decided to there wasn't enough space. I wanted these fields here that were in the same style as what surrounds this farm, and so I kind of had to make sacrifice. Artistic liberties is what we like to call it. I took some artistic liberties to make this farm, because this isn't in the map. Alright. Now, the final farm, which is not in yet, is a grain farm. It's one of the only grain farms on the map. So I'm going to make it like an abandoned dairy farm, and it'll be a grain farm. And they farm all of this land back here. I hope my dog doesn't pee on the floor or eat something that she's not supposed to eat because she's hungry. But that is back here. That's this road right here that I still need to do. So that'll be the final farm on the map. And the barn, the shed, the machine shed, is going to be one that is very popular, but has not been redone or retextured or anything. It's the one from Wind Chaser that everyone loves. Not the one with the 2 doors on the side. It's the one that's on the beef farm. That has like a cold storage area in the back and a workshop in the front. And a little office on the side. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's got a big antenna for like a ham radio or something. Yeah, this really turned out nicely back here. I'm proud of it. I did all of this today. All this texturing back here with the foliage and the creek that runs through here, and kind of fixed up these fields on this side of the road and that farm as well. That was not here this morning. I added it. So that's it, dudes. Dang, wow. 2 hours. A 2-hour tour, man. I didn't even talk about it's like the fill types. Like there's new feed types in this map. There is, oh, look at that. We're on top of Pioneer P1449 AMX, which is this is corn. That's the seed for corn. I have different seed types with different yields and different growing periods planned. I have potash, I have DAP, I have liquid Sure-K. I still need to put together the mixing for like diammonium, or what is it, the liquid, is it liquid DAP or UAP? No, oh my god, I'm getting all my fill types mixed up. There's so many. There's just I've added a bunch of fill types to this. You can spread liquid manure from a solid manure spreader now. You can, there's a bunch of different solid fertilizer types. There's urea, obviously potash. You're going to be able to dissolve solid fertilizer with water in a certain solution and spray it. You know, none of this affects like your fertilizer values, which I can't do like physically without messing with the internal scripts in precision farming, which I've tried hiring people to do. I actually like haven't paid. I put up money for a programmer to fix it. That programmer I bought the game for that programmer and everything. They have disappeared the past month. So maybe that's a sign that it's just not going to happen, or they are too intimidated by it. I don't know. Maybe it's out of their league. I don't know. I just I really want to change it so that my fill types work with precision farming, but those fill types will make it into the next game. I've got them all put together. I've got, the pallets for the seeds I'm putting together and all that stuff. The seeds are different colors. Just go to my Facebook page and look at all this stuff. The soybean seeds are different colors. You have to, it has seed extension. I know we only have 60 people here, and you guys probably all already know this. There might be 1 or 2 people who don't know this. The seed extension is in the map. There will be a seed extension version of the map and a non-seed extension version of the map. The seed extension version of the map, you have to use certain seeds. You cannot get silage corn from normal corn. You will have to use silage corn seed. You have to think. You have to think about what you're doing, what you're planting, right? So I think that's just I don't know, that just adds a level that we haven't really seen, that I tried to do on Ashton Corners, but really didn't do successfully in a way that I was satisfied with it. So I finally kind of executed on those ideas in this map. And I mean, we have H-bunks that I've never put into the map. We have it's just so much insane stuff that's going on, and stuff that I still want to add. There's the feed type, the feed is different. It's just labeled primary, roughage, wet feed, and base. The feed is set up similar to Maize Plus, but it's different. I have my own feed system that is basically replicating Maize Plus, but making it more, I guess, American, for this area. I don't know if that makes sense. Vaccines. I have vaccines. That's part of the base, this 10%. You can only get that through mineral feed or vaccines. I have vaccine tables. God, I haven't even shown, been able to show any of this off. It's like right here. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Get the animals. Oh, there it is. It's a vaccine table. I can't teleport to it. I gotta go to the silo. The vaccine table. And for God's sakes, if I can get in the barn, there's a vaccine table. I've shown this off. You will take your vaccine cooler. We have vaccine coolers, and you dump it off in here. And it dumps into it gives the cows vaccines. It's a necessary component. Like you need to have all those. You need to have all of this to reach 100% effective efficiency or productivity. So if you don't want to use mineral feed, you got to use vaccines. Either or. I have inoculant. I haven't re-added inoculant in a while. I need to re-add the inoculant into the map. But inoculant for production of like fermenting the CCM, you know, there's earlage in the map. There's ear corn in the map. I gotta go through and list everything. Aside from, you know, alfalfa, clover, and triticale and all that stuff that you can mow. I mean, there's so much. Like the earlage alone is, yeah. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot. And I'm very grateful to everyone who supports me on Patreon. I told you guys that I would have a surprise in the end. Oops. Oh my God, yeah, my brain's broken. Truly, truly broken. What's shoot? Hold on, sorry. We have a closeout song. We gotta have that. That's just typical. This is an ad, but let me pull this up here. So, as I've been working on this map, I've been thinking about what's the next step after this. Obviously, like I have my private projects that I want to work on for a little bit, and then I have, another map, Lincoln Creek, waiting in the wing. That'll take that won't take that long. I don't think it will to release. Same with Cortland. I don't think those maps will take that long because they're primarily grain maps. So those are 2 4Xs coming after Stitzer, hot on the heels of Stitzer. As long as I spend the time fixing Stitzer. But thinking about what I want to do next, raise the bar, really test myself, really get out there. And I know what I want to do. I love you. Or shit, too late. Is it still on? Is this thing still on? Is it? I love you.